Hi everybody, I'm DJ Foster here at Lubbers Stadium during the summer renovation process of the new field turf. I'm joined by Bob Horchar from Kerr Athletics. Bob, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Well, obviously the field looks pretty good so far. Can you give us a summary of the renovation process?
It's coming along. Started out sewing the field together. Every 15 feet's got a sewed seam. Took us about 5.5 days to sew the field together. Now we're starting on the inlay process, which is shearing out the numbers and the hash marks, center logo, and end zone letters. Those are going in right over here. The shearing part is anyway. Next step is gluing all this stuff into place, and after that we'll start dropping the sand and rubber. Sand and rubber, you got 518,000 pounds of sand going on the field, 194,000 pounds of rubber going on the field. Once it's done, right now the blades of grass are 2.5 inches long. You'll end up with about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch sticking out when we're done with the field. You won't even be able to tell that there's rubber in there once we're done. What else?
All those facts and figures are great. What's the timeline? I mean, when did you guys start, and how soon do you expect to be finished?
We started sewing the field together last Wednesday. Finished sewing it yesterday. Expect to finish up with the shearing part of this probably by Monday next week, along with the gluing. Then we'll drop the infill and hopefully be done by Friday next week with the field ready to be played on as soon as we're done.
So there's no turnaround. I mean, once it's ready to go, you don't have to wait. The guys can get right on it and get going.
Yes, as soon as we're done with the field is playable, ready to go.
Awesome. Now, a lot of stadiums worldwide are going to this field turf instead of natural grass. What are the benefits of having field turf?
A lot less injuries. It's softer than natural grass, and the dirt doesn't get hard. You're in the sand and rubber with the cleats. It actually saves ankles and knees. Along with turf, you no longer have a problem with turf day like they did with the old AstroTurf fields. Other than that, really, the players just got to get used to the heat. The fields do get a little hotter than most, but other than that, it's just like playing on a regular field.
So they have to adapt at all? I mean, there's a couple stadiums that we play at. I know Ashland has field turf as well. Are there any adaptations the players will have to make in terms of the transition from grass to turf?
The field will feel a little slower at first because there's a lot of air in the sand and rubber starting out. Once it gets rained on and gets played on, the infill will settle and firm up a little bit more. So really not much of a transition after it settles in.
Great. Maintenance. What'll happen after the season? After the field goes through a winter of snow, and is there anything that you guys will have to do to touch things up before next year?
No, there's really nothing we need to do to the field. The only thing the maintenance needs to do here is drag it and then lawn sweeps, because obviously you're going to end up with leaves on the field, popcorn, confetti from the football games, tape from the football players. Other than that, it's really low maintenance.
Great. Well, this is Bob Horchar from Kerr Athletics. Come check out the new look Lubbers Stadium during the 2012 season opener, or the home opener, on September 8th against Notre Dame College of Ohio. Bob, thanks so much for your time.
You're very welcome. Thank you very much.
I'm DJ Foster from Lubbers Stadium for the Grand Valley Sports Network.